You might be on the back, but how many of you know God can move you to the front anytime He wants?
That's right.
God chose us. 1999, I've told this story before. I got to tell it again because it's about the chosenness of God. 1999, David is going to be 13 years old. I asked him, son, you're 13, you're becoming a man, so what do you want for your bar mitzvah? He said, I want to go see the Dallas Mavericks. Anyway, don't you get the joke? Okay, get the joke. Forget it. Let me talk to some people who've got a brain. Anyway, all right, so he says, I said, what do you want to do, David? He said, I want to go see the Dallas Mavericks. And I'm like, I mean, just be honest between us, we didn't have any money. And I was a starving evangelist at the time. And so I said, okay, well, I'll buy the best seats I can buy. And I bought the best seats I could buy. It was the ones without oxygen. And I bought the seats. Bought the best seats I could buy. And the day came and we were going. I didn't even hardly have enough money to buy refreshments. If I lie, I die. But anyway, I hardly had enough money to buy refreshments. I was hoping he didn't order a pizza or something. It was his 13th birthday. I wanted to make it as good as I could. And Charlotte and I are just praying, God, do something. God, help us. God, yeah, we were just praying, God, do something. God, help us make this as good as we can because we were in the worst season of our life at the time. And so we go to the Dallas Mavericks game. We drive at 4 o'clock in the afternoon in Dallas because I didn't want to be in the traffic. So we head out about 4 o'clock and we try to beat the 5 o'clock traffic. We get to the stadium. As we walk in the stadium, we were one of the first people there, of course. The doors open. David wanted to get a few autographs. He was a Dallas Maverick freak. He still is. And he wanted to get Sean Bradley's autograph. He's like, Dad, I want to get Sean Bradley's autograph, who was the most underproduced 7'4" athlete ever. But anyway, he loved Sean Bradley. So he wanted to get Sean Bradley's. So we walk in. We're one of the first people to get the doors open. We walk in, and this guy is standing there with a pad in his hand. He says, hey, he says, what are you here for? I said, I'm here for David's 13th birthday. He said, wow, that's really important. He said, how would you like to be the Quiznos Kid of the Night? And I'm like, I don't know what Quiznos is. I'm like, well, what's that mean? Immediately, I'm like, wait a minute. What are you trying to do? Kidnap my kid? What's up, you know? He goes, well, here's what it amounts to. He said, you get to meet Mark Cuban. Wow. You get to be introduced with the starting five. Wow. You get to sit on the second row. Yeah. And you get to eat anything you want, and we will bring you the food. So we're like, yeah, sure, I think we'll do it. Yeah. And so in all this, this is like, now I'm freaked out, right? Because how many of you know we just cannot believe when it's too good to be true, we have a hesitancy. That's right. That's right. Rather than realizing, wait, we're praying, God, do something. He's like, okay. And then when he does it, we go, whoa. This is too good to be true. See, I think we need to shift that into I'm being called. I am the son of the Most High God. I am chosen by God. Listen, they could have chose 10,000 other kids, 10,000, but they chose my son. They chose David. Why? Because heaven looked down and said, okay, let's show him and them what I can do. Now, can I tell you that he can do something that you could not even ever imagine? And so we're watching the game. We're eating everything we could eat, hot dogs, popcorn, Coke. We meet Mark Cuban. And I'm acting like I've got $1 million in my pocket. Like, I'm just all sly and cool. I'm fly. Got it all together. Now, he didn't know I'm so broke that I couldn't even buy a Coke, right? We're sitting on the second row. I'm calling Charlotte on the phone. Like, we're on the second row. David met Mark Cuban. All this stuff's going on. And all of a sudden, God speaks this to me and says, Tom, I can take you from the back row to the front row anytime I want.